disconnected कुछ. Hello, 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 hello. Madam, just a minute. Hello. Operation Sindhu, right? Launched by Indian government. Operation Sindhu is launched by Indian government, right? What is the objective? Objective to evacuate citizens citizen from Iran. As you know, the war is going on between Iran and Israel. That's why the Indian government decided to evacuate the Indian. It is by which ministry? By Ministry of External Affairs. It is always by MEA, Ministry of External Affairs. That is the first batch of 110 students as on date returned to India as on date June 18, 2025. Remember, it's Operation Sindhu. It's not Sindur, it is Sindhu, launched by Indian government to evacuate the citizen from Iran. All right, launched by Ministry of External Affairs. The first batch of 110 students will be evacuated as on the date June 18, 2025, and most probably this will be a question in any exam. Go to the next one. Your Ananta Chandrakasam Chandrakasam Ananta Chandrakasam, the first first Indian American first Indian American provost of MIT, first Indian American provost of MIT, first Indian American provost of MIT. All right, it's one of the best institution of any student who dream to become an IITians. Go to the next. Who is the previous provost? The previous provost is Sinitha, CYN, Sinitha Barenhurst. Previous one is the Sinita Barenhurst. Previous one is the Sinita Barenhurst. Next one is your government launch 3,000 rupees hashtag 3,000 rupees fast 3,000 rupees hashtag annual pass annual pass for private vehicles remember, government launched the 3,000 rupees FASTag annual pass for the private vehicles. Alright. Who are under the private vehicles? Which vehicles are covered under the private vehicles? Cars, jeeps, and vans, right? No truck, no bus are included on the scheme. This is on the car, jeep, and vans. On which day it will be applicable? It will be applicable or implemented from the 15th of August 2025. This date is important. This date is important because everybody knows the amount is 3,000 rupees. But on which date? 15th of August 2020. Right. Next point is then what are the criteria? Criteria is 1 year validity is validity 1 year or 200 or up to 200 toll-free trips. Toll-free trips, whichever is earlier. The maximum 200 toll-free trips or 1 year which is earlier, right? So the activation of platform, you can activation platform, activation platform, which is the activation from Rajmarg Yatra, Rajmarg Yatra app, Rajmarg Yatra app, NHI, NHAI, and MORTH websites. Clear? Getting the point? Government launched the 3,000 rupees FASTag annual pass for private vehicles. The private vehicle normally cover the cars, jeeps, and vans. No other vehicles will be included. It will be applicable from the 15th of August. Validity 1 year or up to 200 toll-free trips, whichever is earliest. Activation, you can activate this scheme under these three apps, either the Rajmarg Yatra app or NHI National Highway Authority app or MORTH website. You can do your activation. Clear? India's first, next one is India's largest implant, India's largest India's largest implant implant railway siding railway siding by Maruti Suzuki India. Maruti Suzuki India. India's largest implant railway siding organ Maruti Suzuki India. Which place it is? It is Manesar, Haryana. It is Manesar, Haryana. It is by Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Maruti Suzuki India MSIL, Maruti Suzuki India Limited, and HORCL. HORCL. What is the full form of HORCL? It is Haryana Orbital Railway Corporation Limited. Haryana Orbital Haryana Orbital Railway Corporation Limited. Railway Corporation Limited. Yeah. Go to the next one. धरित्री आवा जन भागीदारी अभियान. धरित्री आवा आवा जन भागीदारी अभियान. धरित्री आवा जन भागीदारी अभियान. Right. It is launched by Government of India. Always remember, it is launched by Government of India by MTA by MTA. धरित्री आवा जन भागीदारी अभियान launched by Government of India by MTA. Which department? By MTA. What is MTA? Ministry of Tribal Affairs. MTA means Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Who is the present minister? Mr. Jewel Oram. Who is the present minister? Mr. Jewel Oram. Who is the present minister? Mr. Jewel Oram ji. Jewel Oram ji. Clear? It is the largest ever tribal empowerment campaign. Why it is in the news? Largest ever tribal empowerment campaign campaign Dharitri Aba Janabhagidari Abhiyan. It is launched by Government of India by MTA. It is the largest ever tribal empowerment campaign by Government of India. Remember how many tribal districts it will cover? It will cover 539 tribal districts of India. This is important. 539 tribal districts of India. It will cover 549 tribal districts of India. Right? It will launch, it will be applicable from which year? It will be applicable from June 2025, 15th of June 2025. 15th of June 2025. There is a term in this case that is called as the how many PBTG are in PBTG is a term. How many PBTGs? District is 549. PBTG is 207. How many PBTGs are 20? What is PBTG? Particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Particularly vulnerable tribal group. Particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Clear? This vulnerable tribal. Go to another important facts. Most probably it is a OSSC questions. Right, June 17. This is important for OSSC people. Why June 17? OSSC, OSSC, OS, any exam. Why June 17 is important? Particularly in the context of Odisha. Particularly in the context of Odisha. World Crocodiles Day. World Crocodiles Day. Right? World Crocodiles Day. Remember, this project started, completed 50 years. This project completes 50 years. This project complete 50 years. This project completes 50 years. It started from Odisha, started from Odisha, particularly Kendrapada district. Kendrapada district, right? Particularly the Kendrapada district. Clear? And particular place is Bhitarkanika wildlife sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary, particularly in the Bhitarkanika wildlife sanctuary. Remember, only this place in the world we get three types of crocodiles which are endangered. In all other we are getting only one or two types. In this place we are getting three type of endangered crocodiles. Most probably you'll get a question in ASO or the OPSC or SSC, right? What are the three types? One is called as the gharial. The second one is called mugar, M-U-G-G-A-R, mugar, and the third one is saltwater. Third one is saltwater. The most important is gharial. The most important is gharial. The most important is gharial. Right? Most important is gharial. ପକେଇକିରି ବୁଲୁଛ କାହିଁକି ବହୁତ sincere ଲୋକ. Gharial. What is gharial? Gharial, it is the most endangered species. 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 Are you getting it? You may get a question, right? Which of the following species is not found in Kendrapada? Right? Or which of the following is a species of crocodiles? Will it questions maybe? Okay, clear. Go to the next one. Some of the This is for the today's national news. Let's start with international news. For me, only two to three international news. What are the international news? Anybody? What are the international news? First, JW meeting. First, joint working group meeting on agriculture. On agriculture. Remember, what is JW? Joint Working Group meeting. Joint Working Group meeting on agriculture. It is India and Ukraine. India and Ukraine, right? First JW meeting, Joint Working Group meeting. Question is like this: India done the first Joint Working Group meeting with which country? That is agriculture. Is Ukraine. It is Operation True Promise. Operation True Promise. Operation True Promise 3. What is Operation True Promise 3? The Operation True Promise 3, it is by Iran. It is conducted by Iran. It is conducted by Iran. Remember, what is the cause of this attack? What is the cause of this? What is the cause? What is the cause? As Israel, as Israel, as Israel attacked the nuclear sites, of Nantaj, and Isfahan, These are the two famous nucleotides, and most probably for me, this may be a question. Right? You people are focusing on this, but the question is from this. Recently, Operation True Promise is done by Iran. Right? What is the cause behind it? The cause is this. That is called the Nantaj and Isfahan. These are the two famous nuclear sites of Iran. You may be ASO people, you may be get a abbreviation. What is IRGC? For ASO people will get a abbreviation. What is IRGC? This is called the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Islamic Revolutionary Revolutionary Guard Corps. Guard Corps. Remember, there is a S is there. There is a S is there. Right? Maybe due to the exam pressure, you people had crop, but that is crops. CROPS. Right? Particularly for ASO people, this is important. You have to write down this. Right? Go to the next one. For me, any day you are reading, that is already in the books or in the PDF. But always remember, someday which is important is unique. Some of the day which is unique, whether it is declared for the first time, or it completed 11 years, or it completed 10 years, or it completed 50 years. Why I am saying this is important? Because this is completed. Why I am saying this is important? Because this completed 50 years. Right? How to identify the brain of the question setter? The brain of the question setter. Go to the next one. 2026. Why it is in the news? It is called as International Year of Women Farmer. International Women International Year of Women Farmer. International Year of Women Farmer. Now the question is, which organization declared it? United Nations. Right? Why they declared it? Because normally in the agricultural sectors, like country like India, 80% women works in agricultural sector, works in agricultural sector, agricultural sector. Clear? In a country like India, 80% women works in agricultural sector. That's why the United Nations, to pay respect to the women community, they declare it as the International Year of Women. Always remember who declared it. United Nations. That's why it is important. That's why it is Open AI. Open AI. Sign. Sign. 200 million AI contract. AI contract with US. With US Defense Department. Defense Department. OpenAI, creator of OpenAI, is the creator of Chat GPT. OpenAI is the creator of Chat GPT. OpenAI is the creator of Chat. Go to the little bit of business. What are the business news? What are the business news? Right. In business, banking and finance news, banking, business news. What are the important update in the banking and business news? Right. Number one, RBI releases the RBI releases the supervisory data quality index report, data quality index reports. Clear how the data carry the quality report 2025. It given 2025. It given priority to four sectors. What are the criteria? Number one is how accurate is their accuracy, giving importance to accuracy. What is the second condition? They are giving priority, timeliness. Timeliness. Suppose you are preparing for banking, it should be a time-bound preparation, right? It should be a time-bound preparation. I'll get into this sector within this dash. I'll read for this. So that is the timeliness, right? We are preparing for the long, for the 38 years, 40 years. You do not have any values. Clear? It should be on a time-bound manner. In a particular time, we have to finish it. Go to the next. Completeness. Completeness, right? And the data should be complete. Data should be complete and should be consistent. Consistency means you have to maintain a consistency regularly. You have to read 4 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours. Data should be recorded consistently. That is called as the consistency. Clear? Go to the next one. According to the ICRA reports, right? It's a credit rating agency controlled by Government of India. ICRA is a credit rating agency controlled by Government of India. According to the ICRA report, financial year 2026, GDP of India is 6.2%. Previously, they are predicting into 6.5%, but now they are predicting it is 6.2%. For me, this is a important question. For me, this is a important. You get question. According to recently, which organization declared that the GDP will grow 6.2% in the financial year 2000? Reserve Bank of India, IMF, World Bank, ICRA. Getting my point? Reserve Bank of India, ICRA, and this one. Go to the next. The CPI, how much is the CPI? Consumer Price Index, as already we discussed in the previous class, it is 4.2%. WPI, Wholesale Price Index, what is the report? It is 1.2%. Right, current account deficit, CAD means current account deficit. कितना current account deficit हमारा रह सकता है? They are predicting is 1.2 to 1.3%. That is the current account deficit is there. Also the fiscal deficit. They are saying the fiscal deficit is 4.4% of GDP. 4.4% of GDP. The fiscal deficit is 4.4% of GDP. Right? For me, this is the important questions for any exam. So please take care. If you are facing in the exam in July and August, obviously you'll get question on the ICRA reports. Go to the next one. TVS IQ. What is TVS IQ? TVS IQ QUB is sorry, it's not C, it is Q. TVS IQ, the fast EV. TVS IQ is the fast EV to sold in Indonesia. They signed the agreement with the government, Indonesian government, to sell the IQ. It's EV, particularly it's a scooty type, so they will sell in Indonesia. Starlink. Why Starlink is in the news? Starlink signed the MOU, signed the MOU with Starlink signed the MOU with Jio and Airtel, Jio and Airtel for satellite based satellite based internet. All right, satellite based. If this is possible, then automatically you will access your mobile inside the aeroplanes. Now you are not in a state to access the mobiles in the aeroplanes. If Starlink comes to India, then automatically you'll get the access to different type of internet activity inside the aeroplanes. Clear? Next, some operations are done for link. Net is more important, right? Suppose you are lagging in the voice sector by 30 seconds because you are going through the SIM-based mobile. Once it is internet, satellite based internet, automatically there is no lagging of internet facility, right? Go to the next one. Geo Financial Services. Geo Financial Services has the sole owner of has the sole owner of sole owner of Geo Financial has the sole owner of the Geo Payment Bank. Geo Payment Bank. Previously, hold SBI hold 17.8% stake. All right. Previously, 17.8% stake or share, which is recently acquired by the Geo Financial Services. That's why the Geo Financial, the sole owner of the Geo Payment Bank. Means previously, in Geo Payment Bank, SBI share is this much. The question is like this. In the Geo Payment Bank, which of the following bank holds the share of 17.8%? Punjab National Bank, State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Geo Financial Services. So answer is here, State Bank of India. State Bank of India. Reliance Infra plus Dassault Aviation, Dassault Aviation, Dassault Aviation to build to build to build Falcon 2000, right? Falcon 2000. Clear. So Reliance in front Dassault Aviation to build the Falcon 2000 jet, in which place it's a jet normally. It will be built in. It will be built in anybody. It will be built in Mansur. That is called as the Nagpur, Maharashtra. Nagpur, Maharashtra. Nagpur, Maharashtra. It will be built in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Now the question is, Dassault belongs to which country? Cover up Karinathiva tame. Dassault belongs to which country? Dassault belongs to France. Dassault belongs to France. Clear? The Dassault belongs to France. Getting my point? The Dassault belongs to France. Go to the next one, MAD formula. What is MAD formula? You'll maybe get a question in the interview. MAD formula is launched by State Bank of India. MAD formula is launched by State Bank of India. What is MAD? minimum amount due. MAD is minimum amount due. MAD is minimum amount due. MAD is minimum amount. It will be launched in July 15, 2025. It will launched in July 15, 2015. Right. This is the amount. This is the amount. This is the amount that a card holder holder is mandatory to pay by the due date to pay by the due date. Clear? What actually the MAD formula is? Suppose I am using a credit card. I am taking a loan of 50,000 from my credit card. Remember, credit card is a loan. Credit card is a loan. So I have to pay that 50,000 rupees without any interest by the due date. Suppose the due date is 4th of June. So due date is always fixed. That is, some bank by 5th, some bank by 4th, some bank by 6th, depend upon their criteria. Suppose the date of due date is 5th. I'm unable to pay the 50,000. So automatically interest will be charged on the very next day, the interest will be charged. Remember, in credit card, the most tension is 36% penalty. Right? That's why लोक कहती କାହାକୁ ଯଦି ହଇରାଣ କରିବାର ଅଛି ତା ଗୋଟେ କ୍ରେଡିଟ କାର୍ଡ ଧରେଇ କ୍ଲିୟର obviously ଜଣେ ରୋଜଗାର କରୁଥିଲେ ବି ଯେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ରେଟରେ ରୋଜଗାର କରୁଛି ସେ କ୍ରେଡିଟ କାର୍ଡ ବି ସେଇ ରେଟରେ ୟୁଜ କରିବ ଗେଟିଂ ଦ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ତାର ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ ବି ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ବଢି ବଢି ଯିବ ତ ଅଟୋମେଟିକାଲି ଡ୍ୟୁ ଡେଟରେ ଯଦି ପେମେଣ୍ଟ ନ ହେଇ ପାରିଲା 50,000 ତ ପଢିବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବ ତ ସେ ତ 50,000 ଦେଇ ପାରୁନି 36% ଏଭରିଡେ ଲାଗିଲେ 50,000 କେତେ 18,000 ଏନୁଆଲି ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ପଳେଇ ଆସିବ ଗେଟିଂ ଦ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଲକ୍ଷରେ କେତେ ଆସିବ 36,000 ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ସୁଝି ପାରିବ କି ତେଣୁ ଏସବିଆଇ ଗୋଟେ ଫର୍ମୁଲା ନା ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଫର୍ମୁଲା by ethic. This is the minimum amount. Means you have to pay minimum amount. Let it be. They will decide. Okay, 50,000 नहीं दे सकते तो 3,000. तो 3,000 में क्या होगा? अगर जीएसटी होगा, थोड़ा सा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट होगा, थोड़ा सा प्रिंसिपल होगा, दे दीजिए. क्लियर? तो ऑब्वियसली लोग कौन करिए पे करिए. कहीं ना समाना सीसीआर भलो रखिया चाहिए. 50,000 से लोन पूरी चढ़ी लागू. ସେମାନେ ମିନିମମ୍ ଆମାଉଣ୍ଟ 4,000 ନେଇଗଲେ ବି 3,000 ନେଲା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ କଲ୍ଡ ଆଜ ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା କି ଲୋକର ସିଭିଲ୍ ବି ଖରାପ ହବନି ଏସବିଆଇ ବି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ତାଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ କଣ ନେଇଯାଇଥିବ 10-15,000 ନେଇଯାଇଥିବ କି ନାହିଁ ଏଭରିବଡି ଇଜ ୟୁଜିଂ ଦ କ୍ରେଡିଟ କାର୍ଡ ଆଜ ଏ ହୋପ ନେକ୍ସଟ ମନ୍ଥରେ ମୁଁ पे କରିଦେବି କିନ୍ତୁ ସର୍କମଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଏମିତି ଯାଏ କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ବାହାଘର ପଡିଗଲା ଠିକ ଏ କ୍ରେଡିଟ କାର୍ଡ ଥାଉ ତା ବାହାଘରଟା ଆଗେ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ କରିଦେ पुणी कर नेक्स्ट मंथ रे देवी किसी गोटे इंश्योरेंस पड़गला आ क्रेडिट कार्ड देबन एमती क्रेडिट कार्ड जाक सब एनपी हो जाए नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट्स हो जाए राइट so this is the formula by State Bank of India to reduce the particularly the NPA in credit card getting my points go to the next one this is called the MAD formula now come to the another important things RBI agency commission for bank agency commission for bank agency commission for bank declared by RBI agency commission for bank declared by RBI all right like electronics mode electronics mode if you're doing some transaction through the electric it's particularly for the government sector it is particularly for the government for State Bank of India doing some transaction of the government how much commission the State Bank of India will get so Punjab National Bank is doing some transaction with the government how much money he will get right Clear? What is the government transaction? For example, your Subhadra paisa. This is a government transaction done by State Bank of India or PNB or ICICI Bank. For every transaction, they will get some money. If it is in the electronics mode, the money is different. If it is in the physical mode, the money is different. Right? If it is in the electronics mode, 9 rupees to 12 rupees. Hello? This is the present and this is the new year. वर्तमान केते टଙ୍କା दिया 12 टଙ୍କା समान गोटे ट्रांजैक्शन जेते टଙ୍କା होची they will get this much of money. For physical mode, if the transaction is in the physical mode, then what is the transaction? 40 rupees unchanged, 40 rupees unchanged, 40 rupee unchanged. Right? This is for what? For the revenue receipt and payment. For the revenue receipt and payment by government. Revenue received and payment by government. These are the charges the government have to pay any commercial bank if the commercial bank doing the government activity. Go to the pension payment. Suppose your father, my father, mother getting the pension payment. How much the organization will get? How much the bank will get? Previously it is 75 rupees to 80 rupees. बुझिएला यार मतलब मीन्स जो पेंशन दौरान बैंक माने आमे ये करूचे माने गोटे लोक गोटे ब्रांच आज जदि 1000 जन को पेंशन देगला ताल से कन 1000 into 80 तामने ताम रोजगार केते हेगला 80,000 हेगला कि ना जोडा धूलीमळी नाही एवरी मंथ तमे पाउथबो तेणु समान देखिबो पेंशन टाइम असले बेसिक प्रायोरिटी पेंशन को दियंती कना से ता कस्टमर यूजुअली ता गोटे पैसा मिल जो गोटे डे भीतर getting the point. Another one is the other government payment. Other government payment. Other government payment. It is 66.5 paisa. Now to 7 paisa. On 7 paisa. But condition is per 100. For 100 rupees. बुझी पारलो माने प्रति 100 टका देले जे से गोटे रे केते पाइबो 65 पैसा पाइबो एबे सेटा केते हेगला 70 पैसा गेटिंग द पॉइंट तो केते ट्रांजैक्शन होतबो देखो सेटा गोटे ह्यूज मनी से माने पाइबे ना पाइबे नी पाइबे दिस इज आल्सो important go to the next one over go to the next one women in the sports activity we have less news today what are the sports activity women ODI World Cup, Women ODI World Cup 2025 or will be organized by India in support of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka रे बेसी मैच हबनी. Sri Lanka कहीं Pakistan आसीबनी India को neutral venue. Sri Lanka is the neutral venue. It is the neutral venue for Pakistan. It is the neutral venue for Pakistan. Getting the point? The neutral venue for Pakistan. All right. Opening match. This is important. The opening match is played between India versus Sri Lanka. Opening match played between India versus Sri Lanka. It is played in. It will be played in venue for this match. M. Chidambaram Stadium. M. Chidambaram Stadium. Sorry. M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Bangalore. M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Bangalore. Clear? 4-day test. 4-day test match introduced by ICC. Introduced by ICC for 2027 to 2029 World Test Championship. What is the reason behind it? So country like India, Australia, they will play for the 5 day test. But small country like Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, they don't have money. But to popularize the test cricket, they're introducing 4 day test for the small countries or associates member of the ICC. And who are the associates? Nepal, Bhutan, right? Tomorrow, Afghanistan, the major team is America, Hong Kong, China. These are the associate members, right? They are introduced this to maintain the World Test Championship in a cost-effective manner. All right, and these team are small team. They can't play for the 5 days. That's why 4 days is sufficient for them. Clear? Go to the next one. Canadian GP. Canadian GP Grand Prix. Why it is in the news? Who is the winner? George Russell of Mercedes. George Russell of Mercedes. George Russell of Mercedes. Right? Why this championship is in the news? Actually, ଏ ବାବୁ ଜିତିବାର ନଥିଲେ ଆଉ ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କର ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା ବୋଲି ଇଏ ଜିତିଗଲା ଇଏ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ହିଁ ନଥିଲା ଯେମିତି କି ତୁମେ ପାଇବାର ନଥିଲ ପ୍ରଥମ ଦି ଜଣ କଣ କଲ ନା ମରିଗଲେ ପ୍ଲେନ ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟରେ ତୁମେ ପାଇଗଲ ନା ନାହିଁ getting my point so who are they Lando Norris why it is in the news Lando Norris Lando Norris ଜିତି ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତା Lando Norris and Oscar Pistorius Oscar Pistorius, Piastri, Pistorius, collide with each other, collide with each other, collide with each other, right? For that reason, this fellow is the winner. For that reason, this fellow is the winner. So this is the current affairs for today. We'll meet tomorrow on the same time. Bye bye. Clear?